Greetings once again to my fellow watch enthusiasts on YouTube and Facebook and wherever else this video might be seen. Tis the Celine driver again, doing another one of my Watches for Life series. I believe this will be number 9. I'm doing a mini series right now, a state of the collection. This will be video number 3 in that mini-series. I've already done a review of my Zelos group and my Doxa group. And now I'm going to move on to my Squale group. I discovered Squale fairly recently, I'd say within the past few months. Certainly in 2018, when this video is being made, that's when I came to know Squale. I learned about Squale from watching videos from another channel. You may be aware of the channel. It is the Urban Gentry channel. Tristano was waxing poetic about the Squale 1521 here in the absolutely gorgeous blue, which I'll show closer in a minute. And I fell in love with that watch immediately. I am, as you know from my many previous videos, a sucker for blue, almost all shades blue. And this blue struck me as absolutely unique. I've never seen anything like it. Had to have it. Found one on eBay at a price that I could live with, and it's been a great addition to my stable ever since, and it works beautifully. And from there I started looking at other Squales, and here's the result. I now own 5 of them, and this one is, as they would say, Genesis. This is a Squale 1521. I've done unboxings on all these videos. If you want to see detail about each one, you can search through my videos and see the individual watches being unboxed. Comes on a wonderful mesh shark mesh band, double deploy clasp with push button. As you can see, it's got a little what they call a desk diver markings on them, which I'm fine with. I am good with that. But it is this beautiful, well, I mean, obviously the case is beautiful. It's beautifully polished. It arrived to me in great shape. I love the logo on the side there. In fact, I love everything about this watch. There is absolutely nothing I dislike about this watch, with the possible exception of the placement of this crown. And right now the crown is in the unscrewed position, and it is still kind of hard to get to, but you live with these things when you love something. Bezel action is superb, solid. This one is more of a Submariner look watch. They actually call this one the Minty, for obvious reasons. Looks sort of like the Hulk Submariner. Slightly different case to this one. Obviously, a little bit more faceted in the 1521. watch. And the crown being at 3 o'clock and sticks way, even in the, here, let me screw this down real quick. Come on. I don't want to wind you, I want to screw you down. Okay, there you go. Look how far that crown sticks out, even in the screwed in position. Just, obviously very easy to get to. And the wind feel is just beautiful. Much bigger demarcations on the bezel. Bezel action is superb. And I like green. I have been a big fan of green. I even owned a car in green, green metallic actually. So it's one of my top 3 favorite colors: blue, orange, and green. I just don't find green in watches very often that I like, but this one I like. Got the oyster style band. Has the double lock clasp. This one without the push buttons. Micro adjustments. No scuba deploy, but can't have everything. Here's another 1521. This one is called the Lion Shark. This one is actually one of, I believe, 100 Lion Sharks that were made by Squale in conjunction with Tristano from or otherwise known as TGV from the Urban Gentry channel. He actually worked with them to design a watch just for him. It looks very similar to the standard 1521, except obviously no date complication. Slightly different, markers on the 12, 3, and 9 positions. But otherwise, very similar to the standard 1521. It has his family crest there at the 12 o'clock position. And it says TGV Lion Shark. This is one I picked up on eBay. It has a little bit of damage to the bezel. Not terribly noticeable. But someday I hope I'll be able to take care of that. And on the back is a standard TGV stuff. Squale information. Nice watch. I love the face with the red bezel. Great bezel action, of course, as you would expect from Squale. And just a nice pickup for me. Had a lot of fun getting it delivered between FedEx and myself, and their need for a constant additional information because I bought this from a seller in Mexico. Probably took 6 months off the top end of my life trying to get that solved, but we obviously did get it solved. Here's another 1545 watch. Now this one is unique in Squale's lexicon in that it is their first GMT watch. This is the 1545 Tropic with a pre-aged bezel. It's meant to look like an aged bezel, faded out at the top especially. I love the contrast of the dark blue, almost black, and the light gray on the bezel. There's always been a very stiff bezel, but it works. And it is not a dive bezel, as you can see. It's a GMT bezel because of the GMT hand, so you can actually track 2 time zones. And as I said, this was their first GMT. Otherwise, a standard 1545 dive style watch. But with a GMT bezel, you're not really taking it diving. And this one is my little baby master. This one is a vintage watch. I think it dates from 69 or 70, I believe, with a bakelite bezel, and it is a bidirectional bezel, no click. It can work as a dive bezel, but without lume and without numbers, kind of hard to do that. It's very small, as you can see, compared to the other ones. And I put it on a leather strap from Collareb, which I bought from the Urban Gentry website. I'm not an Urban Gentry fanboy. I'm not, rah Urban Gentry. I love the channel. I really do. I think TGV does a great job. I wish I could do half the video effects that he can do. Obviously, he does that for a living. I like his style. I like what he does with the channel, and I'm a fan. So I support the channel, and I use his channel for advice, along with my other channels, like my friend Devore and the Long Island Watch channel. I use all three of those and a couple others for advice. But this one is just a nice little pickup. I picked this one up from a friend of mine on Facebook named Parker. Great watch. Still works after all these years. My Squale group. So if you like the video, please thumbs up, comments down there. Consider subscribing so that when I do new videos, you'll be alerted. Thank you for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.